How much will HBAR be worth in 2025? In today's video, let's find out. And I first want to talk about the first price target that I have for HBAR, and that is HBAR at the price of $1. And of course, this is hypothetically speaking, but I do believe that this is my worst case price target for HBAR during the peak of this bull run, because I think that this is highly realistic for something this amazing. I mean, you got to take this into consideration, right? HBAR, it's the native cryptocurrency of the Hedera Hashgraph network. And now, when it comes to Hedera Hashgraph, it actually doesn't utilize blockchain technology. Now, you may be wondering, hey, what does it utilize? Does it utilize a Lead to Captain Edition G-string? Ding dong, Bratwurst extender? That's not the case. It actually uses a DAG, and a DAG is a directed acyclic graph. That's what it stands for. And here's the thing. A DAG, it actually has several benefits over traditional blockchain technology because a DAG typically has improved data storage, and also it's usually a lot more scalable. That's what she said. And also on top of that, it usually is more energy efficient as well. And now, when it comes to being energy efficient, I actually want to talk about some crazy statistics that's going to blow your hair back, much like Snoop Dogg's hairline, which is very bad, by the way. I mean, his cornrows or dreadlocks or whatever, they're hanging out for dear life. But we take a look at this, right? We will see that Hedera per transaction, on average, consumes less energy than the BNB chain, Solana, Avalanche, Algorand, Polkadot, Ethereum, Cardano, and many others. I mean, man, that's a mouthful. Caray, porra. That's very impressive if you ask me. Very long list, but man, it's very impressive. I think that, if anything, showcases just how special Hedera is. And here's the thing. I'm going to talk about another crazy statistic, hashtag Britney Spears, and that is the fact that Hedera's native services reliably scales to 10,000 transactions per second and beyond. God, this makes it very highly scalable. I mean, this is very crazy. Boha. So when it comes to HBAR, I think it's clearly evident that, man, it's very fantastic. But it doesn't end there, though, because we take a look at another verifiable fact, which, by the way, is true. It may sound insane, but we take a look at Hedera's governing council. It's actually very ridiculous because it includes multiple multi-billion-dollar giants, that's what she said, such as, right, DBS Bank, Google Cloud, IBM, LG, Ubisoft, Dell Technologies, and many others. I mean, God, when you take a look at that right there, I mean, what other project out there has a governing council this fantastic? I mean, God, if you do know, put in the comment section, but I highly doubt that anyone does know because I think this is very impressive. I mean, it's quite essentially one of a kind. That's how crazy Hedera is, in my opinion. So HBAR at the price of $1, is it really too much to ask for? I don't think so. I think it's not that crazy for something this incroyable, as they say in France, or incredible in English. And now I do want to take a look at the next price target for HBAR. That is HBAR at the price of $2. Now, that's a 25x from here. This is my mid price target. This is not my most bullish case and not my worst case, but I do believe that $2 is actually not that crazy. I mean, if HBAR were to go to that price target, considering its current circulating supply, market cap at that point would be around $71 billion. I mean, are you kidding me? That's not crazy whatsoever, in my opinion. Now, we take a look at something like Ethereum, which is very caca, by the way. All-time high market cap, right, was around $560 billion. I mean, that's crazy, right? Carayo. Now, when it comes to HBAR, right, reaching the price of $2, it doesn't need a $400 billion market cap, doesn't even need $200 billion. Again, it doesn't even need $100 billion. Considering current circulating supply, just around $71 billion. I mean, carayo. That's a totally night and day difference right there. Ethereum, high gas fees, arguably not even scalable, unlike Hedera. HBAR at the price of $2, I don't see why not. Now, I do want to take a look at my best case scenario price target for HBAR, which is $3. And the reason why I think this could very well happen is because I think that the potential FOMO as of right now could be crazy. More institutional investors than ever before, more enterprise adoption than ever before as well. And also on top of that, we take a look at how there's actually more crypto owners than ever before as well. Around 575 million as we speak, which is crazy. So when I consider all of these factors right here, and again, right, all of the factors that I mentioned earlier on in the video when it comes to the fundamentals of Hedera hash graph and just how fantastic it is, when I consider all of that, I really do believe that it's a perfect recipe for success, potentially during the peak of this bull run. So I think that HBAR at the price of $3, I don't see why not. This altcoin season, in my opinion, could very well be a lot different than what we've seen in the past, which, by the way, in the past, again, right, nowhere near this many crypto owners, nowhere near this many institutional investors. And the peak of the bull run, it's not going to happen in the next, 6 minutes, or should I say 69 hours or something like that, because some people out there, they may think that, oh, wow, HBAR is going to pump soon, all this type of stuff. But historically, it takes some time because we've seen in the past, right, some altcoins, they've reached their peak 6 months after a Bitcoin halving event. Other altcoins, 18 months after a Bitcoin halving event. So that right there, I think, if anything, really indicates that, the peak of the altcoin season, it's still quite some time from now. Now, as we all know, Bitcoin halving event, it's just days away at this point. I mean, it's crazy, just a couple of days. I mean, if you want to know, you can take a look at CoinMarketCap and, of course, other sites as well. But CoinMarketCap does showcase how far away the Bitcoin halving event is. So again, this April, right? If we take a look at 18 months, worst case scenario from now, that's October of next year. That's crazy. Now we take a look at best case scenario, 6 months, October of this year. Not so bad, but again, right, it's still around 6 months away. So if we take a look at a middle ground approach, which is 12 months, that's potentially April of next year, 2025. So in my opinion, HBAR still has some time to prove itself. Yes, we've seen several meme coins go absolutely ham, but historically speaking, this is just the beginning. Not every altcoin pumps at the same time, right? They move at their own speed, so to speak. Some altcoins, they do reach their peak very early. Some others, they take some time, but great things take time and patience. So I'm going to continue to dollar cost average into HBAR because I believe in its future. Anytime I earn income, I set aside some for my favorite projects, which of course includes HBAR. And I am not a day trader. I don't swing trade. I don't use leverage. I don't do any of that type of nonsense whatsoever because, quite frankly, a lot of people that do that, they get absolutely wrecked. They get cooked. They end up becoming, a California roll, even though it does taste good, but you know what I mean, right? Not such a good thing. Some people out there, they use, 69x leverage, and then they end up getting liquidated. They end up thinking that, oh, wow, I can't believe I got stop loss, liquidated. Ah, man, they run out of funds, and then they end up leaving the crypto space. But it doesn't have to be that way, right? They end up telling everyone that cryptos are a joke. But again, that doesn't have to be the case because something like dollar cost averaging exists. And again, right, what that means is that anytime I earn income, I just set aside some for my favorite projects. I just hold, and I just wait for the peak of the bull run. That's it. It's a proven strategy that even Warren Buffett uses. He's been dollar cost averaging for what seems like now over 69 years. I mean, which is probably true when you Google his date of birth. But yeah, besides that point, even though none of this is financial advice, that's just what I do personally speaking. And of course, right, I'm not like one of those ding-dongs out there that makes a video on HBAR, but all they do is that they pull up a price chart, they draw some random G-string, thong, or triangle, and they say, wow, bull flag, all this type of nonsense, cup and handle. It's like, dude, no one cares about a cup and handle, man. No one cares about, whatever this bull case, Carayo type of, drawings. It's like, dude, who cares? I just focus on the fundamentals and I focus on dollar cost averaging. If they understood just how special, Hedera was, or is, I should say, would they be making videos like that? I think probably not. So again, right, I think Hedera, fantastic, A+ fundamentals, HBAR at the price of $3 during the peak of this bull run, wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. I think it's that fantastic. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. And also on top of that, make sure to check out this very fantastic video. I think you all would really love it. It's been Lee the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.